Module 3, Lesson 13, Proof of the Pythagorean Theorem. We've already talked about Pythagorean Theorem back in Module 2. We'll also talk about it in a future module. One of the ways that we've already talked about solving Pythagorean Theorem problems is by using the squares. Remember, the area of the squares on the legs add up to equal the area of the square on the hypotenuse. So our right angle's here, so this has to be our hypotenuse. We don't know the area of this square. The best we could do, since this is x, would be x times x, or x squared for this area. 21 by 21 is 441, so that's the area there. 29 times 29 is 841, so that's the area there. So we're asking us how much plus 441 equals 841. Well, we have to find this missing piece of the addition, the missing add-in. How will we do that? We're going to have to subtract 841, take away 441, which is 400. So this area over here is 400 that we didn't know. Now that's not the length of the side x, that's the area of the square off of that side. So now we have to figure out what number times itself gives you 400. Or we take the square root of 400 to unsquare it, and that would give us 20. So the length of that side would have to be 20. Now the other way that we practiced doing the Pythagorean theorem problems was with the formula. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Remember that a and b are your legs and c is your hypotenuse. So in this problem, the side across from a right angle is y, so this will be your hypotenuse. So 48 squared plus 14 squared equals y squared. Does it matter if you put 14 in for a or b? No, doesn't matter. You can switch the two legs. So 48 squared is 2,304 and 14 squared is 196. When we add those two together, we get 2,500. And now this is still squared, so that will be the area of the square here. We don't want to know the area of the square in the long run. We want to know just the length of the side, so we have to unsquare it by taking the square root. The square root of 2,500 is 50, so the length of this side here would be 50. All right, here's another one for us to try, a little more complicated than the last few. But if we have this shape, we have a right angle here, which means this side would also be a right angle, which means we're looking at these two separate triangles, one with 10, 8, and m, and then the other side with 8, 17, and n. Okay, now we have to be very careful. Some people think that this is a right angle at the top here, and this is not a right angle at the top. It's not marked as one, that we can't assume it's one. If I slide this down and show you the entire triangle without the piece going down the middle, 10, 17, and m plus n, you cannot use the Pythagorean theorem here to find the length of this whole side, because we don't know what size angle that is. And in the long run, it is not going to be a 90-degree angle, even though it appears to be close to that. So if we take a look at these individual triangles, 10, 8, and m, remember that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, but we have to figure out which side is our c. So in this case, it's going to be the 10. So m squared plus 8 squared equals 10 squared. 8 squared is 64, 10 squared is 100. Take away 64 to solve this, and that gives us our m squared being 36, which we need to take the square root to find m as 6. So this missing side down here is 6. We'll have to do the same thing on this one. C is our 17, so we have 8 squared and n squared equals 17 squared. And let's see, 17 squared is 289. Take away 64 on both sides. N squared equals 225, which means when we take the square root, n equals 15. So if m equals 6 and n equals 15, what's the length of the whole bottom? This piece was 6 and this piece was 15. What's our whole bottom together? Well, 6 plus 15 would be 21 for the whole bottom of this. So we can actually check this to see if we're saying this is 21, we can see if 10 squared plus 17 squared equals 21 squared. Well, 10 squared is 100, 17 squared is 289, 21 squared is 441. When you add these two, you get 389, not 441. So these are not equal to each other, which means this is not a right triangle. This angle here is not a right angle. We'll talk more about proving whether triangles are right triangles or not here in the next section.